If you guys still don't have a PS4 yet, you guys are missing out.
Come on, Peter.
So Spider-Man is the latest game to be developed by Insomniac Games, the same guys who brought us Spyro, Ratchet & Clank, Resistance, and Sunset Overdrive. And is also the latest PlayStation 4 exclusive, so if you guys want to play this, you gotta buy a PlayStation 4, and trust me, it is worth it. But anyways, in Spider-Man, we follow an already experienced Spider-Man who is actually not working for the Daily Bugle. He's working for somebody else who I will not spoil because I didn't watch a single story trailer before I played this game, and when I found out who he was working for, my jaw dropped immediately. But anyways, while he is working for this one person, he's also trying to rekindle things with Mary Jane Watson, while also just trying to protect the city of New York. There was so much more I can say, guys, but I will not and risk of spoilers. Alrighty, guys, so let's get into Spider-Man! So I think it's safe to say that I was so damn hyped for this Spider-Man game. Ever since I saw the announcement trailer at E3 2016, my hype for this game has just risen and risen and risen. That Sony press conference from E3 2016 is one of the greatest press conferences I have ever seen. And I am a big Spider-Man fan. He's not my favorite superhero, it's definitely in my top 5, but still nonetheless, I was hyped as hell for this game because when it comes to PlayStation 4 games, especially exclusives, Sony has been absolutely killing it recently. And I gotta tell you guys, with Spider-Man, Sony is only continuing their streak of PlayStation exclusives because wow, what a game this was. Starting off with the story, I will not give away a single thing because I want you guys to experience the story as I did, which means I only watched the E3 trailers and some gameplay footage that they showed the open world stuff. Otherwise, I knew nothing about this game, and everything that this game threw at me, I was just like, holy crap. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, the story in Spider-Man is in my top 3 Spider-Man stories that I have ever experienced. I'm not joking when I say it was that good. Whether it was the interactions that Peter or Spider-Man had with Aunt May, or MJ, or another character who will not spoil, and another character who will not spoil. I know I'm trying to be as vague as I possibly can for you guys. But seriously, I was not expecting to be as emotionally invested into this game as I was. And there was one moment of this game that called back to Spider-Man 2, and once I heard this, I had the biggest smile on my face. But to put simply, guys, the story of this Spider-Man game was like Spider-Man 2 meets Spider-Man Homecoming. And yes, while this game is not an origin story and neither Spider-Man Homecoming, the strength of the emotional weight of this game remind me so much of those two movies. There was one section of the game that screamed to me Spider-Man 2, and once again I was so happy. As you guys can see, I'm a massive fan of Spider-Man 2. And I will not lie to you guys, there was one part in which I cried like a baby. I mean, holy crap, I just thinking about this moment it's making me teary-eyed right now. It was a gut punch, to say the least. And the voice acting of the game is fantastic. I don't remember the guy's name who played Spider-Man, Peter Parker, but I know his first name is Yuri. But you, sir, easily one of the best Spider-Man portrayals I have ever seen. Easily in my top 3 with Tom Holland and Tobey Maguire. Seriously, this man, I feel like, nailed Spider-Man. Now, getting into the gameplay, holy crap. Now, if you guys have been playing Insomniac Games titles for a while now, you guys know that games like Resistance, and especially Spyro and Ratchet & Clank, were very addicting titles. And I gotta tell you guys, Spider-Man is no different because I was addicted to this game from moment one. I did not want to put this game down to the annoyance of my buddies when I was on Skype with them. But seriously, the gameplay of Spider-Man is some of the most addicting gameplay I have played in a game in quite some time. And I'm not even joking with you guys. The moment I started playing Spider-Man after I completed a few story missions, all I wanted to do was just swing around New York and grab collectibles and just do trophy stuff. That's all I wanted to do. The web swinging and the parkour of the game, the only word I can describe to use for this is just fun. This is just the definition of fun. I had a non-stop blast just swinging around New York. I was happy with this game with the story missions, but being able to just swing around at fast speeds, or whether I was just zipping around or I was doing parkour, Seriously, this game just gave me just ultra sense of fun that I just couldn't put this game down. And going into the collectibles, you either get these backpacks that have some Spider-Man history in them, or you photograph these landmarks, like you can photograph the Daily Bugle, the Empire State Building, the Avengers Tower. I mean, that's not a spoiler, guys. The Avengers Tower was revealed to be in the game a long time ago. But really just doing everything else in the game, no game other than God of War or Red Dead Redemption, or at least some game that's taken, has made me want to be a completionist. And going back to the trophies, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, when I looked at the trophy list of this game, I said to myself, you know what? I can do this. I can platinum this game, and sure thing enough, this game was my very first platinum trophy, and I unlocked the platinum trophy at 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I stayed up all night just to platinum this game. Don't regret it whatsoever. And going back to the gameplay, something that I absolutely loved were the suits and the combat. There was so much you could do with the suits, and each suit comes with a suit power. You can also select gadgets with it. And when it comes to suits, you can either use the suit that you start off with the game. You can use an advanced suit, which you develop. You can also use a Spider-Man Homecoming suit. You can use the suit from Avengers Infinity War. There's a cell-shaded suit. There is so much you can unlock, and something that I loved about the suits and the suit powers were that when you chose a suit, you weren't stuck with this one particular suit power. You could actually switch out the suits and the suit powers as you wished, along with the gadgets, which I thought made the gameplay just that much more dynamic. Now going into the combat, and I will address this because everyone else has, and I feel like I should as well, but the combat of the game, yes, it does look like the Batman Arkham games, I'm not gonna lie, but is it directly ripping off that? Absolutely not. If not, I feel like it only takes what Batman Arkham did. It actually, I feel like, kind of improves upon it. And something else that I enjoyed quite a bit was actually how challenging this game was. Like, if you're not careful with your dodges, or when you use your gadgets, or if you're not paying attention, you're gonna die quite a lot on this game, and I actually really enjoyed that Insomniac made a quite challenging game, especially on a normal difficulty. And also with the gameplay, you can play as Mary Jane Watson in these stealth sections, which I thought were a lot of fun too, because you could either tase somebody, or you could turn on an object so that an enemy would be distracted, so you could call Spider-Man to come down. And it made some really intense stealth gameplay, I'm not gonna lie. Then there's the graphics, and I'm gonna bring up something because this was just ridiculous on a whole new level, but essentially, I think this was a couple of days or maybe a week before release, some guy brought up a screenshot comparison of the E3 2017 demo to release, and they brought up that the game had a downgrade because some puzzles were moved, and that the lighting changed because of the sun's positioning. Really? But all I'm gonna say is this, the people who skipped out on this game because of those screenshot comparisons, you guys are missing out because this game looks absolutely gorgeous. When it came to the textures, the animation, how the characters looked, how New York looked, how the colors looked, this game looked like a movie meets a comic book. I play on a 4K TV, and seeing some of the textures, especially on Peter Parker's face, just seeing the textures on his face just blew my mind. And also, if you have this game on HDR, this game will look even more brilliant. And I'll say this right now, guys, it doesn't matter if you have a PS4 Pro or the standard PS4, this game will look incredible either way. And the music as well was just absolutely glorious. Something that I loved about this game was that, let's say if you perched on top of the Avengers Tower or the Empire State Building or really any tower, something I loved about the music was that when you just dive bombed off any tower, the music would swell up, and the moment that you started web swinging, this heroic music started playing, and every time this happened, I got such chills from this. And something that I loved about just the audio in general was that if you were just swinging around or just walking around, you can actually have a radio show by J. Jonah Jameson on, and he becomes this conspiracy theorist, and hearing his stuff about Spider-Man had me laughing so hard.
Okay, so not for nothing, you gotta give Spider-Man respect for taking down Wilson Fisk, right? I mean, one less mob boss is good for everyone.
Is that right? Tell me, are you a police officer? Prosecutor? Maybe an award-winning reporter with decades on the job like me?
No, I'm a plumber.
Oh, good. Then fix my toilet and shut up!
Now you can turn it off, and I did at one point just so I could get this trophy, but really, you guys are not gonna want to turn this off. Seriously, J. Jonah Jameson's podcasts never get old, and they always entertain me. They always had me laughing. I will not lie to you guys, I don't quite feel like it's a 10 out of 10 game, but I do feel like it is damn close. Something that a lot of players have noticed, and this was something that I noticed as well, and that's that when it came to the actual design of New York City, it wasn't a complete one-to-one, or wasn't a complete 100% match of New York City. There were a couple of buildings that I did notice that were missing, and I know there were a lot of players that were kind of bummed about, and it wasn't something that bummed me out, but it was something that I noticed. And when it came to the enemy variety, I don't really feel like that the enemies had a lot of variety when it came to the types of enemies, but really, that's it. So overall, guys, despite its flaws, Spider-Man is one incredible game that has not only an amazing Spider-Man story, one of the best in fact, but it has such addicting gameplay to add on to that. But to put it simply, guys, if you don't have a PS4 and have been waiting for a reason to buy a PS4, if God of War didn't somehow make you guys want to get a PS4, Spider-Man will make you want to buy a PS4. I loved every moment of this game when it came to the web swinging or the story or the addicting gameplay. This game was such an incredible experience, I couldn't put it down. So overall, I'm going to give Spider-Man a 9.5 out of 10. This wasn't quite a perfect game, but does it detract my love for it? Absolutely not. I cannot wait to see what Insomniac Games does next. And from what I've been hearing, Insomniac has been teasing the possibility of the symbiote maybe coming soon in either a DLC or a sequel. If so, sign me up. I cannot wait to see what these guys do with the symbiote suit. Alrighty guys, so comment down and let me know below. Have you guys played the new Spider-Man game? Are you guys excited to play it? Did you guys love it? Did you like it? Or did you even hate it? I mean, if so, let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. I'm also on Snapchat and Stardust. So if you guys want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links and the usernames are in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed my review of Spider-Man. If so, please hit that like button, share, and subscribe to see more reviews just like this one. If you guys want to see my review of The Predator, please click right here. Or if you guys want to see my review of God of War, please click right here. And of course, until the next review, I will see you guys next time.